Live from SNS Pro Sound Studios, you are now rocking with the Roc Radio Show with your host, Precise, along with female host Lady Rock and his co-host / engineer, Big Veg on the board.
We're now rocking with Veg and Precise. Roc Radio Show. Lady Rock in the building with Precise. We're rocking with Big Veg. Repping the 845-914. Double RMP. We all we got. Rockland's finest radio show, hosted by the Runners. We run the rock.
The real hip-hop MCing and DJing from your own mind, you know.
I guess right now we should start the show.
It's your man Big Veg Engineer. Got the First Lady riding with me.
Wepa.
It's the Roc Radio Show. www.rocrunnerradio.com. Your number one online station for the underground. 347-633-9050. You know what I'm saying? I got my man Solar in the building.
Yes!
Tell me what's up, bud.
Peace. Yo, it's definitely beautiful to be here. And before we go any further, let me just send my shout outs to all the true and living. You know, of course, to all the third planets, the Earths and the Queens, you know what I mean? And of course, the fans of hip hop and Guru, Gangstarr, Solar, 7 Grand. We're going to rep it all tonight, you know what I mean?
Word, definitely. But I feel like before we, talk about the present and the future, let's celebrate the past.
True indeed.
You know what I'm saying? So this is what we here. We're gonna honor Guru real quick. You know
Listen,
what I'm saying?
man, you can't get nowhere if you don't know where you came from.
Exactly.
You know?
So before we get into the future and the present and the future, let's talk about Guru, man. Guru.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? A legend in hip hop, man. Like a lot of artists don't know about Guru, man.
How could you not know about Guru?
Let's talk about Guru for a second. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you being, you know what I'm saying, his right hand man.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying, for a minute and all that.
Over 10 years, we were brothers, man. We rode like brothers from different mothers.
Word.
I read that.
You know what I'm saying? How did it being, you know what I'm saying, being in that same regime with Guru feel to you?
Well, first of all, the God and me, you know what I mean, we met at a Parliament and Universal Rally. Right. You know what I mean? We came together as gods, as brothers.
Right.
So before we even discussed anything relating to music, we was really relating as black men.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
And as we came together on that note, there were things in his life that was bringing him to a point where he had to make a decision and elevate his situation to a higher status or fall back into a certain category, which would have been fine. But he chose to take it to the next level, start a new chapter, pack it up and move upward and forward, you know what I mean? And that's what we represent as black people. We always gonna elevate.
Always trying to move forward.
That's right. So that's how we came together. And once we put our heads together, we came up with 7 Grand Records, which became 7 Grand The Movement.
Boom.
Which became one of the most successful labels of the 2001 to actually the present of independent labels, and was launched around 2005, which at that time, those in the music industry would know was one of the most horrendous times in musical history. Labels were folding right and left. They were just going out of business.
Because music was changing so dramatically.
Exactly. And here we are launching a new label and a successful label.
Right.
So, everybody had to step back and take another look at Guru and me and say, okay, what's going on with these brothers, that they've got some business acumen and they're coming with new sounds and new flavor. And of course, me coming in behind DJ Premier, all eyes was on me. I definitely had the whole mind, or, would have folded up before it even started. So I came with the ruckus, came with the right stuff. But at the same time, kept it honorable and kept it respectful to what came before me. Because you're never going to disrespect what's classic. You know what I mean? Only a fool disrespects what's classic. So the Gangstarr was classic, but the Jazzmatazz was ready to be updated.
Right.
We said, okay,
move to the next level.
We can take the Jazzmatazz and we can move with this. You know what I mean?
Let's excel.
Exactly.
That's what's up. So how's everything going with you and everything as far as you holding down Guru's legacy? Because that's important.
Well, the beautiful thing about a brother like Guru, he only comes around, you know what I mean, every so often.
Right.
And he's going to hit what he represented. His music is going to carry itself.
Right.
So there's only so much that I need to say or do. I'm one of those people that feel like the greatness is always going to be detected. Nobody has to go out there and tell you how great Bruce Lee is.
Right.
Nobody has to tell you how great Malcolm X is.
It's automatic.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
So I'm not going to be out here being redundant, hitting people over the head. But for those that don't know, understand that we're talking about the original Guru, not the imitator young Guru that tried to rip off the God's attribute. Right?
Oh, man.
So we're talking about the real, true, and living Guru, the founder of Gangstarr, the founder of Jazzmatazz, and of course my business partner, my brother in arms, the fallen God, Guru.
That's what it is, man. Shout out to Guru, man. I mean, you know what it is? The Guru really set a lot of standards for MCs, man. Like Guru, like a lot of artists didn't come in with that monotone style. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody was trying to sound all hyped and you know what I mean? But you know, he was just chilling, laying back, like da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? You know my steez. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, like
I loved me some Guru.
Like definitely Guru. Like Guru really set a lot of standards.
You and about 1 million other women. He had more women than he knew what to do with.
I can imagine. Yo, he was like
he was player.
Yeah. I can imagine about that.
He was
his knowledge and who he was and his music. I fell in love with. You know, because I'm such a music head and he just put a whole he put everyone to shame because he just kept it funky, kept it real and original.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to Guru, man. Rest in peace to that brother, man. For real. R.I.P. Rest in peace, man. Rest in peace to that brother, man. Definitely, man. I mean, how did it feel producing for him and just, you know, doing your thing with him? You know
well, you know, people have to understand during that short period of time, it was really just a burst of creativity. So we worked with the likes of Guru and Common and Bob James. One of our best songs.
A lot of jazz musicians.
Big shout outs to my brother Common. Congratulations on the Oscar.
Yes.
We couldn't be prouder.
I'm proud of him.
You know what I mean? That was one of those days, man. I'm sitting in the studio and, you know, here's Common and Guru and Bob James. I had to just sit back and say, for those of you who don't know, Bob James is a jazz legend.
Jazz musician. Yes.
So I had to just sit back and say, you know, don't get no better than this, Lord.
No.
This is what the people wanted. You know, when you work with an artist like Guru, you can't just go over, like I said, what's been classic. So you have to take it to the next level. What did the fans want? Well, the fans couldn't wait to hear, especially the women. Guru and Common. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
And we also had Guru and Talib Kweli. And Guru and Be Real from Cypress Hill.
Be Real, yes, from Cypress, yes.
You know, I was producing tracks for like my heroes in hip hop, as well as producing new era, new classic Jazzmatazz tracks for the world. You know what I mean? So
let's get a little deeper. You know what I'm saying? Like why don't you name me like your top 5 Guru records?
Well, you know, I'm gonna be prejudiced because this is early. The early Guru was the realest Guru. You know what I mean?
So talk about it, brother.
Going back to that, you know, that No More Mr. Nice Guy.
Oh man,
people gonna have to understand. You know what I mean? When you see the guy with the bow ties and the FOY.
Yes. Malcolm X in it and shit.
You know,
all day.
They had a young DJ Premier behind the 1 and 2. So you know, my heart is gonna be there from the beginning. But I gotta go with, you know, Mass Appeal. It's definitely classic. You know what I mean?
That's one.
Jada Kiss, that's one of my favorites.
That's
right where you stand.
Oh, that was a hard record though. Like on some he kind of went in on that record, showing cats that he could, you know what I mean, lyrically stand up to anybody.
Well, he got to do what he got to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's a game.
Yeah, we got a joint with Styles P and Guru, which is slept on, but that's the Don status. That's a killer.
Okay, that's 3. That's 3.
I mean,
two more.
You know, all right.
Off the top of your head, I'm testing you right now. What's up?
Listen, I'm trying. There's so many great songs in the catalog. I don't, you know what I mean?
It's so many records that this brother did.
I want the fans to be able to hear this and go listen to that.
Right away.
You know
exactly.
That's why I asked you this question. So cats right now Googling this shit right now.
Everybody on it.
Googling this shit right now.
Man, I'm gonna have to say skills. Partly because I got the cameo in the video. So in the video.
By the way,
so I was like, I got the cameo. You know what I'm saying?
I'm there in the video. If you don't know.
Those who didn't know, I was in the Gangstarr camp at that time.
I'm there.
You've been in the game. Let them know. Let them know. All
right, so we got skills. That one more. If you had to choose one more record,
I'm gonna say Militia.
God
had another side.
Daddy's hot. Okay.
Say Militia.
Damn, that's what's up, man.
Yo, he went there.
Yeah.
I didn't go with the pop stuff, and don't get me wrong, a lot of it was good. You know, Jodeci. You know, I mean, it was.
The royalty. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I went with what's real. I'm sure the Gangstarr heads out there all shaking their head, going, "That's right, God."
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. He kept it real right there. He kept it real on radio right there.
I'm gonna hit you with some Jazzmatazz before this is all over, though.
Oh, of course. We have to get hit with that Jazzmatazz, because let me ask you a question. Like, being the #1 jazz hip hop, which has rare, you don't see that. It doesn't happen.
It's rare.
You've conquered it. Being the #1 jazz hip hop album of the decade. How does that make you feel? Like, how does that make you feel being a part of something so big like that?
Yeah, a culture, man.
It's a culture.
Let me tell you a little story. All right, I'm in London, and one of the guys hit me and said, "Yo, God, check out this website." So I went on it, and they was ranking producers at that time. It was 2008, right after Jazzmatazz 4 peaked.
Right.
And they had me ranked at number 6 behind Kanye. You know what I mean? So it was Will.i.am, Kanye, Pharrell, Dre, just to see my name on that list.
With those people.
Yeah,
right?
I had to take a step back, you know what I mean? Take a deep breath.
Be like, yo, that's me right there.
This thing got serious.
Like, oh shit!
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, this thing got serious all of a sudden. So,
oh shit!
So, you know,
this is happening for real.
I'm sure you embraced it though, because you seem like a confident guy. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I looked at everything in its perspective. You know what I mean? The cream is always going to rise to the top. So when you're doing great things, people are going to recognize what you're doing. And at the same time, me and Guru weren't just doing music. We had the 7 Grand movement, and it was at a time we felt that we could inject intelligence back into hip hop, which was no easy thing, especially now.
Yeah,
is where it's really
so
needed.
dumbed down.
So
it's
just
terrible.
to be able to say, listen, man, there's nothing wrong with being intelligent. I don't know how this came about that intelligence is being kicked to the curb for everybody to sound like this and sound like that and doing the same record over and over and over again. There's nothing wrong with doing something new. You know what I mean? Artists are supposed to breathe. You're not going to see an artist like Paul McCartney keep doing Beatles songs.
Right.
You know, John Lennon would have lived. He wouldn't have kept doing Beatles songs.
Point proven.
So don't come at the God funny because he's doing something creative. Some of it was really great. Some of it might have fell a little bit short. But you got to give credit for stepping up and trying to lead the way. So
trying to be a leader.
I still get had of fans, telling me thank you. I appreciate what you did just for showing me the way as a young man that there's a different way to go. That there's nothing corny about feeling a certain way about things. So that's really what we popped it off on that 7 Grand movement. So everything kind of coalesced back into something positive to inject into the business that young people could feel good about moving forward with hip hop. That was our goal, to elevate the art form.
And I think that's a great gesture, because a lot of these kids are lost. They think about music being about bitches, money, and cars.
Really dumbed down type shit.
Absolutely. Perfect statement. And the fact that you guys bring this intelligence, the message behind of what you guys do. State of the Clarity was a great song.
It's
you know what I'm saying? I listened to it like 5 times today. I'm not even gonna lie.
Shout out to Common.
And I'm at work. James, let me not let them know that.
By the way,
I was listening to some music and I listened 5 times to State of the Clarity.
Word.
Yeah, and that shit, it states something, and you have great people on these albums. Like, working with Damian Marley, Be Real, like another one. Like
we broke Damian Marley into the hip hop scene. So that's really like a very, very cool story right there about Damian. Me and Guru were in Jamaica, and we flown back, seeing the local urban. And they played Welcome to Jam Rock at the jump off, you know what I mean? And as soon as me and Guru heard it, we was like, yo, what's that? So we went over to the selector and like, what's that, selector? He's like, oh, that's Junior Gong. We was like, what? That's oh man. So me and Guru both looked at each other like, we got to holler at him.
It's your opportunity to do it.
Yeah, now remember, he ain't never touched no kind of hip hop at this moment.
Before then.
Yeah. So, if you listen to that track, Stand Up, that's B-Boy. I took it right back to the 70s.
That's your back.
You know what I mean? Here's Damien on the slow grooved out.
Yeah, because Damien don't do anything out of the norm.
I'm throwing him nothing near reggae. You gonna have to come B-boy style. And he said it, yo. Damien killed it. And then from there, of course, he was with Nas and he was with everybody.
After that, that broke him into that genre.
Yeah,
exactly.
Because he feels, okay, now I could do this, that, and the third, what I'm saying, and break into, the hip hop barrier.
That's right. So we seen the God, you know what I mean? And afterwards, and he was like, he couldn't have been more thankful. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Damien, man.
Big shout out to the whole Marley clan.
Right.
Dudes is bananas.
Being on the map still,
Listen,
just being on the map still. Ziggy just won for
enough
Grammy.
Respect to
you know what I'm saying?
Rastas.
Absolutely,
Wagwan. Silly. Respect. So let's talk about the whole Jazzmatazz era.
Wow.
Guru.
Yes.
Came in talking about, I want to be different. Let's fuse jazz and hip hop.
Yeah, and
that's what he did.
Nobody knew where he was coming.
He started a whole. Homies didn't see him coming with that.
No,
and the shit is
the
crazy.
industry. I'm talking about from old white people with ties.
Right.
They didn't know where he was coming from.
So he came in with that and started a whole new type of music genre type shit.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that for a second. Talk about that.
Well, I'm gonna take it back. You know what I mean? Like to the business acumen. This is a young black man.
Right.
Guru came to New York with a duffel bag and a dream. Because he's not from New York. Guru's from Boston.
He's from Boston, right? That's true.
You know what I mean? So he's from Beantown. Big up to
Shout out to Boston. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Boston, what up?
My condolences to Bobby Brown and the family. I know Guru's hard to be broken.
Right.
So, he came to New York with the duffel bag and the dream.
Right.
And he made it happen, got their deal going with Wild Pitch for
Right.
Gangstarr. Because he was Gangstarr. He came to New York as Gangstarr. People don't know that. Gangstarr was Guru. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then it evolved.
Originally, yes.
Yeah, it evolved into the group. So he got the deal for Gangstarr, discovered DJ Premier.
Right.
Up at Wild Pitch with Stu Fine.
Right.
And signed DJ Premier with
Right.
Guru to Gangstarr.
Right,
Then
right.
it evolved into the group concept.
Right.
Originally it was just Guru.
Right.
So this is now a successful venture.
Boom.
And it's going places. But Guru had it in his heart to do jazz.
Right.
And what it was is that Guru's uncle was a huge jazz, let me use the word, aficionado. You know what I mean? It's a big word. I had to step back when I heard it too. You know what I mean?
Go ahead, bro.
It's true.
But what it meant is somebody who really knew they jazz.
Right,
And this is a black man
who knew their stuff.
that was deep into it. So when Guru used
Respect.
to go to his house as a little dude, he would make Guru, before he give Guru some cake, he make Guru sit down and listen to the jazz joints.
Right.
So jazz became almost a second nature to Guru with the hip hop and everything else. He had all this jazz knowledge. So when he started elevating with the Gangstarr, he realized, look, man, all these cats are sampling these jazz records. I know all these jazz records now. I can tell you for a fact, I was producing back then.
Right.
I was sampling jazz, didn't even know what it was.
Right.
I didn't know it was jazz. I didn't know who George Duke was. I didn't know
You
who
know who
Herbie
You
Man
didn't know who was who.
It was a hot break. That's all I was looking
Right.
at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So here comes Guru, and he gets this brilliant epiphany of, I'm going to take this and I'm going to go to the jazz cats and we're going to do this thing right, because at the time, jazz cats was sour. Because now their music's being sampled. But they not seeing paper
They
from
not
this.
seeing no royalty checks and nothing.
Royalty
checks at
checks
all.
ain't coming through. So they looking at these a bunch of young thugs, criminals,
Taking them.
taking our music.
Taking the music. These motherfuckers.
That's how some of them was feeling. They was tight.
Yeah.
So when Guru went in to sit down with these old white men with suits and ties and said,
And actually wanted to
this is
take
what
them
I
in.
want to do. I want to go. And they was like, well, you know what? We think it's a good idea. We'll give you a little money and we'll let you try it.
And we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes there, right, guy?
And Guru took that shit and ran with it, son. He went and reached out to
sampled it live.
to Dr. Donald Byrd, peace be upon him. And Dr. Donald Byrd was the one who said, you know what? I feel you. I feel you, young dude.
Let's
You know
take it
what?
to that next level.
That's right. And he went to the other jazz cats
Boom.
and made knowledge born and made it known to them that this is good, this is official. And the rest is history, as they say.
The rest is history.
There's
Jazzmatazz.
nothing gonna touch that.
You can't understand jazz hip hop without knowing Guru.
No.
Yeah, no.
You can't even mention it without mentioning
You
Guru.
can't even
Yeah.
that has to be known.
Creator.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's
He's
the dude.
creator.
The
I think he's
overseer.
the creator.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's right. That's right.
Give me your most memorable memory as far as between you and Guru. Talk about that for a second.
Wow, I could say that really the most memorable
Story, whatever.
The most memorable memory, if you go online and you check it out, is me and the God at the
Right.
Pyramid of the Gods
Okay.
in Tijuana, Mexico. So this was like right around the time that the God got diagnosed with cancer. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So we was at that point spiritually preparing for his next journey. Like we don't really understand how deep it got.
Right,
when we
right.
understood what it was. Like
Right,
we
right.
5%ers, we don't look at death the same way everybody else does. We
Right.
see that as this is just
you
one
5%er,
step
that
through
makes
the
sense.
Represent.
journey.
Yeah.
Represent.
This is just
Yes.
one point in our manifestation.
Right.
So if you go online, you head online, you look it up, you'll find that picture of me and the God at the Pyramid of the Sun. What's interesting about that picture is not us being there, but if you look, you'll notice that there's nobody on that pyramid. The Mexican government cleared out the whole spot
Right.
just for me and Guru
That is
and let us
freaking
have that
awesome.
moment. So when you look at that picture, it's one of the rare times you'll see that picture of anybody at that pyramid with nobody on it.
That's awesome.
Man, that's what it is. Well, you know what, man? Talk all this stuff about Guru. Let's get into a couple Guru records, yo. Fuchsius,
Yes.
get that skills ready,
Fuchsius,
man.
let's get this going.
You know what I'm saying? Let's get that skills ready for me, man. We're gonna get into a couple Guru records. Guru, start it whenever you're ready. Guru, check. There you go. Yeah, we're gonna get into it, man.
In the building.
He's in the building. Apparently.
In the building.
There you go.
Thank you.
Well, we're gonna get into a couple of these Guru records, these Gangstarr records, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk to my man, you know what I'm saying, Solar, about the present and future.
Oh yeah.
About what he's got going on.
Yes.
Yeah, man. New chapter coming, baby.
Yes.
Word.
New chapter coming.
Let's reminisce right now, my man Guru. We're gonna get into skills. Yeah, what's going on, guys? It's your man Big Vez Engineer. My man, you know what I'm saying, First Lady in the building.
La chula de Rock
Exactly, that's what this is. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Wepa.
There you go. See, Solar got down with the program.
Yeah, he's definitely down.
Big up to all my Benquas out there.
It's from
I gotta rep it right, so I'm from New York.
All day, BX in the house.
Well, if brothers and sisters don't know, we got Solar in the building.
Yes.
It's definitely going down.
This is awesome.
Man. Thanks for having me, man. It's definitely peaceful.
One of our
So,
best shows.
Well, show 150. It's only right.
I mean, hello.
You know what I'm saying? 150. We in the building. Let's talk about this next record we're about to get into. It's the joint with Common. You know what I'm saying? Bob James. You know what I'm saying? Clarity joint. You know what I mean? Talk about that real quick. I mean, you know, you did a lot of things with this record. Talk about it for a second.
Well, you know, basically, as we just spoke on, moving forward with the legacy, when we came with Jazzmatazz 4, which is considered a classic, one of the best-selling records of its kind out of the whole Jazzmatazz franchise. It's a huge seller, still very popular. What we did is we tried to strive to break the gap between Gangstarr and Jazzmatazz. At that point, the Jazzmatazz heads and the Gangstarr heads had kind of, you know, drew lines, so to speak. So, you know, my position was, I don't see any point in why everybody can't come together on this album and we can all see where this is at. And of course, bringing Common into the fold and getting him excited about the project and having the jazz great Bob James coming in again is bringing that Jazzmatazz factor, keeping it there with the great jazz musician, the great lyricist, I mean, phenomenal lyricists like Guru and Common. And, you know, I just had to go bananas on the track. And once we dropped that joint and I directed the video, it just became a major classic, you know, and it still is. And, you know, the funny thing is, it's one of those songs that's ahead of its time. So just like you just said, there's still fans discovering the music that we did on 7 Grand as we speak. Yeah. So, you know, hopefully, willfully, you know, with the success Common is having with his acting career and the Oscars, that this is all gonna, you know, revitalize the catalog, revitalize interest, and that people will understand, you know, that great artists come along ever so often. I was just blessed to be there to work with Guru and to be a part of the greatness of everything that we created and that he created, Gangstarr, Jazzmatazz, 7 Grand, and to put it into a model that works going forward into the future.
And I have to tell you that, you know, I think Guru would be proud to have someone like you on his team.
Definitely see what you got going on.
While he was with you, I'm sure he's told you that, but, you know, as an outsider looking in and what you have spoken and what you have done, I think it's a very good attribute that you give out to the younger crowd. You give out the energy of Guru. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. And I think it's a great thing.
Keep on spreading his message.
Yes, spreading his message. And one thing you should know is that you're so humble. You know, I've noticed that, you know, during the interview that you're so humble, but at the same time, be proud because you are definitely
you're proud of your accomplishments.
Yes.
As you should be.
I have to say it. I'm Lady Rock. This is what I do. I speak the truth, and I gotta say what I gotta say. I'm not a phony person.
You're the first lady.
That's right. You know how it is. And I think it's very important, especially for this new school, because the new school doesn't know what it's about. Like I said, they rhyme about bitches and cars and money and all that. There's a message behind everything that you guys do.
Definitely.
And I think that, you know, especially with now Common getting this Oscar, I think I really hope and pray, you know, that everything will come together and bring out that other.
I think it will. Guru. You know, and first I have to say thank you. I really appreciate the compliment. And you know, I hear that so many times. People see me and they're like, "Oh, Solar, I didn't even know." And you know, that's the way.
Humble.
That's the way I move. You know, I don't feel that success should be something I should be beating people over the head with. You know
Absolutely, what I mean? And you represent something great. You know,
and you know, the thing with me and Guru, the funny thing about it is that no matter where we be, at the end of the show, the concert, these dudes are moving around with their bodyguards. Me and Guru never had a bodyguard.
Yeah, because you kept it real.
Suckers need bodyguards.
Exactly.
Well, real quick. We got a couple of callers. I don't want to leave them waiting. Let's take a couple of calls and see who's on the phone lines and see what's going on. With the last 4 digits, 8784. Thanks for calling the Roc Radio Show. You're on the air live. Who we speaking with?
Peace, it's Asia.
Asia!
It's Queen Asia.
It's Queen Asia.
Queen Asia. Welcome. Respect.
This is
Peace and God, Solar.
Peace, Third Planet. Peace, Earth.
word. Thanks for calling in.
Guru and Solar were teachers of the universe, so it's only fair to say that they're teaching and they taught and still teaching the youth about music.
Amen. Yes, definitely.
Peace. That's peace.
That's peace.
Thanks for calling in. You want to speak on anything that means so that everybody's been really talking about, or?
You want to ask Solar a
But
question?
it's true what you guys are saying about the music today. It really stinks. They don't speak about anything. They rap about nothing. It's all materialistic.
Yes, definitely terrible. Definitely.
And that's not what life is all about.
No, it's not. It's definitely not about
Well,
that.
you know,
It's good that Solar and Guru was the voice of reason.
and you know what?
It's a shame that it feels like they were the last ones
It's
to
true.
touch on anything real.
I feel the same way you feel. I feel like they were the last ones, yes.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
they're not.
But you know what? That's
it's
right.
coming back around.
That's right. This let this mark the beginning. You know what I mean? Everything has a cycle. You know what I mean? But what you're saying is truly felt, Earth. There's no question about it. It definitely needed to be said. That's peace.
Word.
That's peace.
Yeah.
Love to the God. Peace.
Peace.
Yo, Asia, thank you for calling in, and we
Thank you,
appreciate
Asia.
you.
We appreciate you.
We appreciate you, and we'll definitely thanks for calling. Thank you. You know, we'll holler at you later. All
You're
right.
welcome.
Yeah, let me speak on that for a minute as we're moving forward. You know what I mean? I just signed a new deal, new major deal.
Talk about it.
And, you know, when they reached out to me to do this deal, I had to really give it some thought. Like, what do I, you know, with such an illustrious situation that I represent, what do I bring forward? You know what I mean? With a new record venture, with a new label, with a new media venture. And as I thought about it and I agreed to do it, was that there's going to be a new chapter.
Right.
And this idea of representing what was great about hip-hop and finding what's going to be great about hip-hop moving forward. Because it doesn't have to just be great in the past. That's not my feeling of it.
Right.
And
Right.
the thing is, with me and Guru, it was also in a way limiting because I'm walking into a situation where Gangstarr and Jazzmatazz preceded me. So there was a fan base that expected a certain type of music. So there was a lane that I definitely had to stay in.
Right.
Although I embraced it and I shined in that role,
Right.
Originally that wasn't my intention. So
Right.
when Guru met me, I had ideas of what I see now with my new label venture, and that I will be venturing out into whole new areas, and people are going to hear some of the new music, and we're going to play some here tonight.
Yes,
they're
we
going
are.
to be like, wow, it wasn't expecting Solar to come in that lane.
Right.
They're gonna have to take a minute, take a little drink or something, and
Yeah,
fall
you
back
have to
and
sip on
say,
some sister.
and say, hold on. You know what I mean? We didn't see that happening.
Okay.
But you know, it's one thing just to tell somebody what they're doing wrong, and it's another thing to roll up your sleeves and get in there with them and say, all right, come on, let's get this together and find that commonality, find that common ground where we can move forward. Because some of the music is gonna be surprising to a lot of the fans. They're gonna be like, wow, I really didn't see that coming, and that's beautiful. That's a part of life and elevation, and I feel really good and strong moving forward. Like I said, with new music, with me and the guys Suge that we're gonna play. Who
Suge
done
Nice.
it?
Shout out to Suge Nice, yeah.
And we new singles moving forward, new albums, new projects. So it's gonna be a lot happening with me. You know.
So let's talk about because I know we're gonna debut 2 new records as well. We're gonna debut the joint with Suge Nice, I'm Dreaming, and then I'm the Realist featuring you and Suge Nice. Why don't you talk about those 2 records real quick?
Yeah, so the LiVEST is a track that we just completed. It'll drop on iTunes the 24th next month.
Okay.
The video just went live on YouTube, so it actually just went up a couple hours ago. So
Okay.
it's
Check that out.
It's LiVEST, Solar featuring Who Done It.
Who done it? Right.
And that's right up there. So, he's a local guy that me and him been building for a minute. He's been in the music game for a second.
Yeah, he's from Rockland, Spring Valley.
Yeah, he definitely has skill. And I'm like, look, I'm gonna be that one to put you out there, brother. So now everybody gonna have to, really get a chance to hear what he can do, what I can do. And I don't want to go too crazy on it, but I love the song, and the video is beyond creative. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
definitely. Y'all went
the
in.
video's on the next level.
Your man Veg had a chance to check it out before it even came
You know
out.
what I'm saying?
We have
Collars over here. Y'all saw, y'all know.
You know what I'm saying?
Popping collars over here.
Come on. Cut it out. Don't do that. Don't do it. I love you, man.
I love you too,
That's what's up.
Badge.
No, but yeah, man, these brothers are definitely here definitely trying to drop some signs to y'all, man. It's not all about the craziness going on, man. It's all about spreading
And
knowledge.
there's
peace and love.
There's music from Guru and Solar that hasn't been heard. Like you started to play one track that the LiVEST MC, and then there's a remix to that I just heard a piece of it.
Right.
That's some unreleased material that will be coming out at some
Word.
point in the future when the time is right. People will hear Guru and Solar music
Right.
that's incredible. That
Word.
some of the best music that we could have ever made.
Well, Solar, real quick, where can people find you as far as your, Instagram, Twitter, and all that stuff? What people on where can they find you? You have a website. Talk about it for a second.
All right, so yeah, the website just launched, so it's www.solar7g.
Boom.
All right, so that just went live. You also got the Facebook Solar Official, and that's the same thing for Twitter and Instagram, Solar Official.
Okay. All right, that's what it is.
So right there, very easy. Just hit it, bang, bang, bang.
Boom, Shazam. That's what's up. And are you working personally as far as an album coming soon, or in fact, is there a future Guru Jazzmatazz album coming soon?
Well, that's what I'm saying. When the time is right, there's going to be music that's going to come. Right now, I think that people are just really absorbing the whole entire catalog. So when that time comes, right now, really the focus is on new artists, new music, and that's something that we both held close to our hearts. I mean, that's what we wanted to do with 7 Grand. Ultimately, was to open up new avenues, open up new ventures, and to be pioneers with the label. And so that's what I'm doing moving forward. I'm doing that with the new label venture.
Now, let me ask you, with the new label venture, I know that in your past, you, besides working with Guru, you are also an actor and a songwriter.
That's right.
Do you see yourself pursuing any of that, or just guiding the younger crowd to pursue that?
It's funny, I was out in LA recently, and I'm not going to mention any names, but there's some big people that's talking some film projects and some things that
would be great. I mean, I see you doing some great things, man. Honestly, that's love,
from your mouth to God's ears.
Amen. I say that all the time.
Word up.
And there's a few power players in Hollywood that see it the same way. It's funny,
yeah.
Whenever we were in Hollywood, I mean, we would be up in them little spots, these little Hollywood spots with the A-list, you know what I mean? And we'd be rocking on bars, on tables. I mean, it was crazy. And
that's why I mention it, because I want people to know that you're just not that great producer. You're also an actor. You're a songwriter.
Renaissance
like you
man.
You got a lot to offer. You really do have a lot to offer, and I think that's great. It's great to educate the younger crowd, is educate to the new school, and
it's important.
I think it's important. It
definitely
really is.
It's definitely important, man.
The videos that we did for 7 Grand, the bulk of them I directed. So Hood Dreamin' was really like, we did that in 2005. That was like, I did Sin City and took it and mixed it with
that's nice,
with Green Hornet and Kato, and when we did State of Clarity, which is animated,
right?
That's so I have that kind of love for cinema and for acting and directing. So all things being perfect, this could be the time within the next few years you see a very big project coming from Solar that will be encompassing that,
definitely
all of those loves and all of those passions.
Awesome.
Solar, once again, thank you for taking the time. I know you're a busy, brother, so I appreciate you coming on our 150th show. I mean,
we're so happy to have you here. It's an honor.
This is one of the pinnacles of our radio show, and it was a pleasure to have you on our radio show to talk about, of course, the past, which is Guru, and what you've done with him, and then, of course, your future, which I and everybody here wish you nothing but success.
But the success,
peace,
yes.
and love, you know what I'm saying? So, much respect to you, and we're definitely going to stay in contact. We're definitely going to do this again.
That's right. New music coming, so y'all be hearing it.
Word.
Peace.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Solar, people.
Word. Futures. We're gonna get into the State of Clarity joint with Common and Bob. You know what I'm saying? Bob James. So let's get into that. You can play it right now. We're gonna get into that right now, and after that we're gonna get into After Time, and then we're gonna get into Suge Nice Dreamin', and then Solar and Suge Nice with the what's it called?
LiVEST.
State of LiVEST.
Woo!
That's what it is. So anytime, Future.
Solar's on a roll tonight, honey.
There you go. We gonna get into it.
No, now you know.
Word up, man. RocRadio.com. Then we're gonna come back with some more stuff. It's your man Big Vez, the first lady.
La Chula de Rockland.
Let's go.
Rockin' with Venture Precise. Rock run a radio show. Lady Rock in the building with Precise. Rockin' with Big Veg. Reppin' the 845-914. WRMP. We all we got. Rockland's finest radio show, hosted by the runners. We run the rock.
Signing off, it's your man Big Veg, the engineer. Precise, the hood anchor. Lady Rock, first lady of the rock. It's the Rock Run a Radio show.
My little mama do the honors of rolling my marijuana. It grow all brown with red hairs. We callin' that thing we honor. This ain't that Tijuana, but look like it been through the grinder. Man, if the gay hate me, it's trying to kill me with kindness. I'm at your baby mama, if you leave her unattended. You know how this thing go about the keepers and the finders. Silence. Man, these y'all niggas better mind it. Finish y'all niggas better grind it. To the game not full of anacondas. I'm just quarterbacking this product. Throw green at your nigga that's righteous. Throw purp at your nigga that's ponder. Got no luck with the white dough, but I still pop a woolly nigga like a bigo. Then put him underwater like hydro. Shit'll get real crazy like psycho. With a green talk, I probably that's Geico. All my niggas called that with that Michael. When we all spoke at L, that's a light show. End up on the wrong end of my knife though. Red dot his head like dice though. You be knowing what the kid about. Know them, I spit them out. Nah, I don't give them out that. Like, fuck y'all niggas and the niggas y'all fuck with, that's how I feel about that. I done went from hustling and lobby to get...
Ever seen positive and negative. It's elemental. Truth with my flow. Sinister ministers feed swine to the mind, but help us in a sense. My mind pops like nines filled with fire. Listen to my desire. My street rhyme syndicate. Predicates recorded degrees. Got the rocks crumbling, they stumbling. Empires collapse. The cycle complete. Line level guards meet and greet. Supreme counselors, young gun followers. New order for your perusal. No time left for your refusal. Critical mass, Mayan calendar class. It's Mayday, motherfucker, call it a day. It's G-Day, motherfucker, call it our way. I'm the loudest nigga, loudest boy. I'm the loudest nigga, loudest boy. I'm the loudest nigga, loudest boy. I'm the loudest nigga you'll ever see. I'm the loudest nigga, loudest boy. I'm the loudest nigga, loudest boy. I'm the loudest nigga, loudest boy. I'm the loudest nigga you'll ever see.
Life sweeter than the jelly bean, I'm high as the Elohim. Bring about lies, vibes, and melodies. Run up in melanated melodies. Then I curve them like the letter B. Best that did it. Ain't nobody better than me. We get better V5%. Shine through the mildest when a crown presenter. Fuck all you pussy ass niggas with your foul agendas. Rounds and spin them around like denim. And these ain't even raps, spitting that's venom. These niggas still be mimicking styles I invented. Claiming they so impenetrable, but I ain't denim. And I ain't gotta shoot them, I just kill them with the rhythm. Big pump on my back, black fist to my enemies. I know your chemistry. Fuck anything you pretend to be. My industry is in the streets, y'all niggas in the streets. I ain't in the beef, I'm in